Alright, so did you enjoy that? I will definitely go ahead and enjoy that in editing when I'm going to put the music on that. I won't tell you which music it is right now. Actually, you will just going to hear it, so I didn't have to say that at all, because just I'm going to record it here. Yeah, so if you have enjoyed it, just hit the like button or just leave a comment, and I will go ahead and do that more often. Because that's the thing now, I can just go ahead and use this country music from Dave Dudley now. Because we have just strict laws here in Germany what's about with music and stuff like that. So we have actually a company or a organization that is called Gamer. So that's a organization that's on the lookout for people who are going to how you are going to say that, to just I don't know, let's say disturbing or hurting the rights from the producers of the music, because you are going to use it without any payment. So I think you have to pay about 25 bucks to use a song from somebody, because when it's going to be licensed. And since now, unfortunately, Dave Dudley is dead about 70 years. That's the point where you are allowed to use the music of this producer. And he's now dead about 75 years. And I have to say, for me, Dave Dudley is the most famous, for myself, it's the most famous person that has done truck and country music. He was also a truck driver by himself, and he has done the music about the 1950s and stuff like that. And I have to say, if you're going to think about that time where we're going to be trucking, well, for me personally, to remember that, it's a great time, or just to remind that, because I wasn't born in 1950s, I was born in the 90s, but to just think about that has to be awesome. Even though today truck drivers in the US are very common, I would say, and very and persons that people are going to like, because truck drivers always are helpful and stuff like that, which I really like, because then I would go ahead and be a truck driver in the United States rather than Germany, because here in Germany a truck driver is basically well, a person that works. A truck driver is fat, just sitting there always around, and he's just going to do nothing. And that's honestly not true. I really hate that fact that people are going to say something like that, because truck drivers are working really hard and they are not getting paid well here in Germany. So if you have just a difference how much a truck driver in the United States will get paid and a truck driver in Germany will get paid for a 1,000-kilometer run, let's say, it's a huge difference, and it's not fair for the people, because without truck drivers the world wouldn't work. Without train drivers the world wouldn't work. So from my personality, they are getting paid too low. So let's see, I don't even know if the prices in ETS 2 here are legit. I can't tell that really, because I don't know what the prices are exactly. But for a, I don't know, 2,000-kilometer run, you will get less much paid than a US truck driver. I will maybe go ahead and find that out if I can remember it, or if I have the time to it. Then I can just tell it to you right now, but it's just a fact that people here in Germany who are going to be truck drivers are not that paid well. And if you have to see a pilot that is a pilot is actually going to pursue about 40,000 euros, so let's even say $40,000 a year. The truck driver is more or less that. I think, or I could even imagine that the truck driver would go ahead and make about 10,000 a year. I really have to look over that. I don't want to take here any wrong thoughts or stuff like that. But even though the pilots are going to be paid well, more well than anybody else, so, and actually at the moment here in Germany they are going to take a hold up because they want more money, which I think is just disgusting and really stupid, because, and it's also making me angry because I don't know, I think it's not fair to say we want more than $40,000 a year, which is a nice profit here in Germany to have 40,000 euros a year. That's a lot of money. And they don't need really more. You can live with less than that. Sure, you can have great things if you have got 40,000 euros or dollars, but you can live with more or less than that. And that's the thing that angers me about people in our... Oh no, sorry about that. That's a problem with my wheel that I have, because the setup that I have is almost the only setup that works properly. But I'm also thinking to get a new one if the money is there, and not that thing here what I have for 30 bucks. It's the Speed Link OZ racing wheel. For what it is and for what it costs, it's really good. I have to admit that, but it's not that good for trucking at all. And I can't really play racing games with it, which is unfortunate, but I will have to live with that. And I'm going to think about a Logitech wheel, not the G27, because that's just too much money. But it's also a good racing wheel that I will pursue there then. And just to come back at the fact, it's really going to make me mad or angry that they say we want more money, and they don't think about the people that are having less money or that even live on the streets. So, I don't know. I don't actually know what to think about that. I just don't have any words for that, but without any more babbling with this, before I'm getting too political or something, and people are going to rage out in the comments, but actually, hey, let's just tell me what your opinion about it is. If you've made any experience, or maybe I can learn one or two things from you, how you are going to see that in your country. What's about that, and how truck drivers will get paid and stuff like that. Because for me, if I'm going to really see a truck driver in the United States and Germany, there's a huge difference. A truck driver in the United States has a small house. A truck driver in Germany has a flat. So that's just a thing. But we are almost right here, so it shouldn't be that long anymore. So, oh, it's okay, it's quite the long run now. Well, that wasn't really good for me. Didn't forget about that at all. It's about 100 kilometers, which is still quite a trip. But it's okay. So I can just talk about with you with a couple more stuff. So also I will upload LCPDFR on this channel, with a couple of new mods, and I'm still very excited for that, to just go ahead and look over the new graphics card and stuff like that, because then I can run ELS cars, multiple ELS cars. At the time I have just the ability to run 2, which is also great, but then I can run multiple ELS cars and a ENB. I can also run an ENB with this PC, but often has the problem that it one day just says I can't take it anymore, and it will quit running GTA 4 with LCPDFR, which is really unfortunate, because on my last older channel I had a couple of episodes for GTA LCPDFR because I've really enjoyed them, and then my PC is going to strike and just say, don't going to let you play this anymore. So that's a not that good thing, and that's dangerous. So go through here. Man. Actually, that's the thing that I should go slower with if there's a relay crossing. Even though I've seen a lot of American truck drivers actually have to stop and put their four-way flashers on if they're going to cross a relay crossing. But if I'm going to see that here in that game and the light isn't going to flash, I would just put the pedal to the metal and race through there. Also, I'm now really fast, I'm going over 90, which I'm actually really comfortable with that the truck is going to handle it that nice. That's awesome. It shouldn't take us now that long. Also, the sun is coming up. Our guy is yawning at behind the wheel, so hopefully he won't doze, or however you're going to pronounce that, and we will have a nice and smooth run. And I have to say, this game just looks beautiful, even with such bad graphics. And I know I had to yield, I was just too fast. Even though I have to say, for trucks it would be more and more let's say no, it actually won't if you're going to put a stop sign on there, because that would queue up traffic. But I have to say, I always go ahead and stop at that place. Alright, so now you can see that we have discovered Paris, and let's just go ahead and also discover the question mark, and then we'll drop our load. There we go. Enter the city here and brake. Don't run over that light. But I'm a bit confused here, because we have got about 5 o'clock, so 5 AM, and it's very quiet here in this town. Well, let's just go ahead and say that I don't think that SCR Software has even put rush hour traffic in the game. So that's okay.